How's it going, everybody? And today on Some Guy Doing Stuff, we're gonna try to remove some condensation from my rear taillight on my Tesla Model 3. Let's get started. So in order to get to this light, which is on the trunk, we're gonna have to take off this black cover right over here. And the best way to do that is that you can use a pry tool and you're gonna pull this down, but you're gonna go down slow because there's also clips that are attached to the frame. And we're gonna see if we can try to remove it without breaking any of the clips. So here's one of the clips right here. It's that white clip there. And we're just gonna push it right out of its area. All right, so we got the clips out. Well, we got the blue ones over here, and we got the white ones. I got a bunch of the white ones still up here. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take them out and I'm gonna put them back on this plastic cover. So when we put it back later, it'll just go right back in. Then we have these black ones right here. These are built right onto the plastic, so it's all one piece. These are your guides. So when you put it back in the hole over here and over here, it'll just guide it back in before you snap everything back on. All right, so I got the blue ones out, and I got about 3 or 4 more white ones I have to take out to put back on the rear plastic cover. What I'm doing is I'm using 2 of these pry tools so I don't crack it. One to go on the higher, one to go lower, and then I'm just pulling them out. There we go. All right, so now we're just gonna put them back in where they belong. All right, so the next step is we gotta remove the clip for the light, which is right here. So as you can see, there's like a little white clip there on the switch. So let's get rid of this here. And what you do is you pull it down. Now that it's pulled down, you should be able to take the light out. There we go. The power for the light is out. Now, we gotta find the bolt for the light to get the whole light out itself. We got our 8mm right here, and it's right over there. There we go. And let's loosen up this light. There you have it. The light is out. So what was getting stuck on the trunk was actually where the plug is, right here. So this screw came out no problem, but is the plug. It's this little black piece of plastic was rubbing against the actual casing over there. So I had to use a black stick just to push it slightly, just so I could slip it on out. Okay, so got the light out. Now we're gonna try to dry it off using a blow dryer. I don't know, 15, 20 minutes maybe, I don't know. And then we're gonna seal it. We're gonna go all the way around and put a sealant on it just to make sure this doesn't happen again, hopefully. And if you look at the light, you look right in that corner, see there's water right there. Like I said, this has been here for about 2 weeks now. And yesterday we had another rainstorm and it got worse and started coming on this side. So I just wanna get it taken care of. Also, a lot of people think this little indentation here is like a breathing hole. It's actually sealed. It's not a breathing hole. It's a manufacturing thing. Maybe it's for when the machines are putting the pieces in or something like that. Maybe it just knows where the location is. I have no clue what it's for. But it's not a breathing hole. It's sealed. Another thing I'm gonna do, just to give it some air, because of course when you heat it up, the evaporation needs to go somewhere, right? So I'm gonna take out one of the screws down here, and if I'm correct, this is like a weather sealant thing. It's kind of like to let the moisture out if it's doing its job properly. I'm gonna try peeling this up a bit using a knife. Don't want to damage it because I gotta reuse this again. And then when we blow dry it, at least it has some way to escape. Okay, just trying to lift this up a little bit without damaging it. Okay, the tape is up, as you can see. And then the screw I'm gonna take out, this is a T15. So we took the T15 screw out. We moved up this tape over here for the ventilation to get this thing to vent a bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's heat it up, try to get this water out of here, and hopefully that's it with that part of it. And then what I want to do is I want to seal all the way around. One way. All right, so it took about an hour and a half, and I got all the water out using the blow dryer. I do have some water spots inside. Nothing I could do about that because this plastic cover is sealed. I put the screws back in as well, and I did put a little bit of black tape to hold the blue sticker for the condensation. So that's holding in place. And the next thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use this clear adhesive sealant, silicone, and I'm gonna go around all the original sealing on here, and hopefully I find wherever the hole or the crack is that is letting the water in. So let's get going. First things first, let's squeeze a little bit out to see how easily this thing comes out of here. Not so easy. All right, so we're gonna put the silicone on. I don't know why, I couldn't get it through this tube. I don't know why, but we're gonna do it like this. We're just gonna rub it straight across. All right, so the sealant is all dried up. As you can see, I have it all the way around. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the light back in. And this should take at least another 24 hours for the sealant to really dry up. But I think it's good enough to actually put on the car for now. So let's put this thing back in. So I put the nut back in, which is right there on the top right corner of that hole there. Okay, push the clip back in. There we go. Okay, so if you remember in the beginning of the video, I put all these clips back in that did come off, and we're gonna use the black clips as guides to where to put it back in before we snap them back up. That's it. Let's make sure the light works. That's going to be important. So all in all, the process didn't seem that bad. I think the hardest part was actually unplugging the cable for the light. Even though I took the clip off, it just didn't want to come out that easily. Everything else was pretty simple. It was a pain to actually dry out all the condensation in the light. That blow dryer, I don't know if it wasn't hot enough or so forth, but it took about an hour to an hour and a half. I turned it off every once in a while because I didn't want to overheat the blow dryer. At the same time, I didn't want to melt the plastic of the light. But that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to get more of these videos. Enjoy the rest of your day.